All right, all right, all right. We got a video for you. We got some haul. We got some books to show you guys. I'm in a little bit of a mood because I had to reset all of my settings due to a power outage we had a couple days ago. And it's just frustrating that everything kind of resets. So the camera needs to be readjusted. The mixer, the microphone, the volume, sound settings to the computer itself so you guys can hear these amazing beats. All that good stuff. Anyway, I'm going to just get right into the book. So I'm going to show you guys some, again, things from another world, just from the past few months, just fun covers that I enjoy that I picked up multiple copies of. And then we're still that 4K collection that we bought back in the summer. We're down to like 2 more boxes that I still haven't processed. So I'm going to show you guys some stuff from that collection. All right, so let's start off. Love Our Blanks, Street Fighter Omega. Good to have that. Hopefully stuff that we're going to bring to the convention, get, you know, artists to draw on it. Anyone order these Star Wars Insider magazines? Some of the covers, like, again, at a certain point, they're just really cover buys. So it's fun stuff. My boy Adam Hughes did these for the Gotham War, issue number 1, I believe. Yeah, Scorched Earth with Batman and Catwoman there. So kind of a fun little cover, like, what is going on there? The Kunkka Kendrick Lim on the same book, Scorched Earth, for Catwoman there. Foil variety. Good to have that. We got a ton of these. I'm just going to like pick them up here. But the Will Jack foils, there's 3 of these bad girls here.
I ain't got no brother.
Try to, I guess that's the good. You guys get the point. The fact that they did foil of that, like, was worth picking up. So Supergirl there. I totally put this on repeat. So I'm not quite sure why the song is not repeating. So I apologize for that. Control T. Control T. Control T. So let's redo that again.
I know you got the car last night.
And then the normal. Because I just really like that Will Jack. He did another exclusive, I think, Supergirl cover that was a little bit more cartoony, so I didn't pick that one up if you guys saw it recently. Gun Honey. Loving all the Gun Honey covers. And then we got the Polybag Nude cover that we can't show you guys. These are fun for Blood Commandment number 1. One of my favorite movies of all time, The Lost Boys, doing that movie poster homage there. And the same thing here with The Last of Us. So that's the PS4 remaster, not remake. Remake came out on PS5. Some Grimm Fairy Tales, issue 77 there. I think there was 2 copies of that one, if I remember correctly. Red Light, really, really enjoy Frank Cho, so I just pick up Frank Cho when I can. And speaking of people that I absolutely dig, love, and admire, Jeff DeCall. We picked up 4 of these Red Light, issue number 1 DeCalls. Because we are specking on, not specking, but I like to have multiple copies of Jeff DeCall's artwork because he's just phenomenal. It's awesome. Panosian, Dan Panosian, King Spawn 27. Then we have some Savage Red Sonja again. Dan Panosian, just all over the place. What's next? Frank Cho again. We just saw some Frank Cho. Then we have some Arthur Adams goodness on the Savage Red Sonja. I think I showed you guys a version of that. Here's a really fun one. I love these. I picked up every single one. I mean, it's the same book, but they had different artists on each one of these covers here. So Ben Oliver on Eradicator there. Just homaging those Death of Superman die-cut covers. They did it for each one of them. So this one's for Hank Crenshaw. Oh, no, for Superboy. Sorry. Steel. I think that's Francis Manipool on the cover there. Not sure who did the cover for this one. Dave Wilkins, maybe? I think that's probably Dave Wilkins, because I know this one is John Jang on that Cyborg Superman. Awesome, dude. So really, really cool that they did that. And of course, we also picked up the the foil cover as well. And these are all FOC, so none of these are like the variants or anything. Some Felipe Masafara, who's becoming like this Alex Ross style painter with a lot of this stuff. Beautiful Scarlet Witch book there. Jen Bartel goodness, love showing off Jen Bartel. This, oh, that's the back. I was like, what? Spider Boy #1, Scotty Young, of course. Spider Boy is like, man, what talk about, you know, one hit and quit, man. There's that ASM #1 homage. We got the John Tyler Christopher negative variants here, and they even put a second printing out of this same cover. I wish I would have like maybe did red in the background instead for that. So here's that Street Fighter Omega cover A and B connecting, so that's kind of cool. And then we have the first appearance of the Bad Batch in comics here for Hyperspace Stories. This is the B cover. Hyperspace Stories issue number 10 for those of y'all on the lookout for that. All right, what we got in here? What we got in here? So let's just go down the list. We have, oh, these are signed books. Scott Hanna on Pulse #1. That's right. We got a few signed stuff here. Colin Bunn, Regression. Probably not going to show you guys any of these. Gideon Falls issue 2, though. Jeff Lemire on the Cliff Chang cover. So those all need to go into Mark Waid on Archie. Jerry Ordway variant cover for #1. And then issues like 2 through 6 on this Black Widow run that Mark Waid wrote, 2016. So I'm not going to bore you guys by showing you every single one of those covers. That volume only went 8 issues, I believe. All right, so Interview with the Vampire, #1. These prices are still like 2021, 2022 prices. I didn't really change anything off of what he had on some of these yet. So we have American Vampire issues 1 through 12. It says 1 through 11 on there. Missing issue 10. It's all taped up there. So the first 12 issues -1. The Third Eye Comics exclusive variant for Alien #1. That first volume from 2021. Really on like 4 volumes of it now, where they're only doing like 8 to 10 issues at a time. Like, why? I don't understand that. Some Lady Death, Nightmare Symphony. We got here. Ooh, Ice Cream Man, issue 19. A $40 price tag. I was looking that up. It's just a normal B cover. And that book is like a $25 book. It's like, that's wild. Ooh, Hot Valley Days and Cocaine Nights. Issue number 2. The B cover is NSFW, so there's that one. What the heck is that about? Godzilla vs. Hero Zero #1, one shot. We have a Crypt of Dawn, the exclusive. So this book, issue #1, has no certificate because you, dear reader, are cooler than that. Joseph Michael Lisner. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to have that variant. I think that one's harder to find. The Crow #0 from '98. So good to just have some more Crow. Limited Crow books. The Brute #1 from 1975. No value to that unless it's like near mint. Haunted #37. Just kind of like a kind of cool cover with this girl kicking this book, I guess. And then this is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive close-up version of Angel After the Fall, issue #10. It's also signed. I have no idea who signed it, but it was only available at SDCC in 2008. That's what it was telling me when I was looking it up anyway. All right, Revival issue #1. Not a King Midas video with Vaughn here without some Jenny Frison. Reese's Pieces issue 1 and 2. Yeah, it's fantasy and not chocolate. This awesome Doom cover for Ultimate Miles Morales issue #11. So I was missing this, like the final couple issues of that series for whatever. I think that was around the time I went to boot camp. So that's a Man Goat and Bunny Man action. The A cover's on the back, but it's that important. Moon Knight issue number 50, die cut cover there, which is pretty cool. I've shown you guys that one before. Eternal Warrior number 1. Y'all want to look out for, what was it, issue 3 or 4? First cameo of Bloodshot, right? That's the one that you want to find. We had a second printing of the Spider-Ham from 2019, 2020. And then Spider-Man Annual presents Spider-Ham. So this is the annual one-shot. Both covers there. I think the animated cell variant here is the one that you want to be on the lookout for. There's a couple other animated cell variants that have a lot more value for sure. So some Spider-Ham. This one's kind of cool. I think was this the last issue? No, penultimate issue here, but it's a newsstand there. And you see all the other characters there, like Iron Mickey and the Bunny Captain America, Beaver, Nick Fury. Weird ring to it. So issue 17 is the final issue there. Newsstand, so that's kind of cool to see that. Looks like the permanent marker kind of smeared the bag there. At least it's on the bag. Issue number 6. That is kind of menacing with the VeggieTale characters in the Spider-Ham book. I'm just kidding. Issue number 2 there. But not newsstand. Kind of annoying when the box gets down to, only a few left in there and then it just folds. I worry that books get messed up when they slide, Web Warriors issue number 9. It's a nice little Tedesco cover. Deadpool Too Soon, the variant cover there. I don't know anything about that series, didn't even know it was a thing. We got The Man with No Name issue number 1. There's an Arthur Sudium, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly movie poster homage, like a zombie variant. That is sick. Be on the lookout for that book. It's got a nice price to it. We have Nexus Executioner Song. Just a pretty cool cover there. The Olympics, 96 Olympics looks like. Steve Rude action. Preacher, some early Preacher. We got issue number 19. We got issue 17 and 16. These are like my earliest copies of Preacher, so kind of cool to have. And then issue number 15 there. More Superman Red Sun, so good to have that. Issue number, I think that's issue 3, and then issue number 1 there. Again, one of the all-time greatest Elseworld stories, one of. Issue number 13 of Superman from the New 52. This is Kenneth Rocafort gatefold cover, black and white. Those used to command a hefty price, but now nobody cares, right? Apparently, issue 14 or 15 is an appearance of a villain. It's got some value, which is interesting. Superman Unchained issue number 1. This is the 1970s, I believe. Silver Age variant by Jose Luis Garcia.
I know you got the call.
Did I say his name right? I know somebody will butcher me for getting it wrong. Supernatural number 1, Beginnings End, when Wildstorm was still doing a lot of those. They were doing, what's the word I'm looking for? Licensed comic books and video game comic books. Thunderbolts number 1. Maybe that might go back up again. Maybe nobody cares, and the comic book industry or the comic movie industry is dying. I don't know. Tomb Raider, Survivor's Guilt number 1. Then we have this. there's a market for all these, right? Totally Rad Comics Luigi variant here. Yeah, there is definitely naughty versions of that. I do not own them. Again, this was out of the 4K collection. These are covered, so I can at least show you guys this Vamp Blade here from Elias Chadudis. Does a lot of Zenscope stuff. Again, at least it's covered, but you guys can get the idea for these Vamp Blades. They're not, is what it is. Walking Dead 92, first appearance of Jesus. I thought it was more Walking Dead, but this Del Auto variant for War of the Realms, #1. Beautiful Thor, love it. We have the first appearance of the West Coast Avengers. Excuse me, the Great Lake Avengers in West Coast Avengers 46. Then we have the first appearance of Wolverine in What the? Just a Bronze Age Wonder Woman, issue 242. We have this cool Zorro series here, all 4 issues, Swords of Hell, from what is it, American Mythology, yeah, Productions, who they low-key put out a decent amount of comic books a month, but nobody ever orders American Mythology books. It's weird. We have both movie adaptations, Batman Returns and movie special for Batman. I think this is the one on newsstands that you could pick up. There's 2 different covers for that. We have a Detective Comics 648. This is the first appearance of Stephanie Brown as Spoiler. 647 was the first Stephanie Brown. And then Captain America issue 34, the Brubaker run. Awesome, amazing Brubaker run. This is the first time that Bucky becomes Captain America. I really like that suit. Alright, a few more to go. We have the first Batcat in the newsstand. Nice little C-list villain there. First appearance. This Caligula C, I have no idea what that is, but it's obscure enough. We'll hold on to it. John Walker, Cap 333. And then 337. Classic cover, homaging that Avengers book there. This, again, we talked about this with the premiere edition for Avengers #1, where it was like, you know, half colored and in black and white. One of the sites says that it was $250. I guess when it first came out, it was like the RRP style kind of variant. Same with this one, where it's like the Deadpool Party variant, but the black and white. Again, 1 per store, right? So they were like, oh, it's a $250 book. But everywhere else kind of lists it as like no more than $8. So I don't know. I don't think you can get one over on anyone and sell it anywhere near $250. So very cool Alex Ross cover here for Avengers Invaders issue #1. This is a Dynamite Forces exclusive there. Out of 2,999 copies, I believe like the first couple hundred of them are actually signed by Mr. Ross as well. Some Betty Page action here. This is a black and white for Alien Agenda. Not Living Legend. This is just Captain America #1, the Phantom Comics variant there. The Living Legend variants are the ones that you want to find. Now I gotta look at these to make sure there's no nudity on some of these covers. Some Draculina, Jamie Tyndall action there. 1 of 100. We have the 1994 Universal Monsters Dracula square-bound book. And then we have Wizard 1/2. Y'all know how these work. Evil Ernie. Issues 1/2. I was going to say issue 0, but always you had to mail these in to get these books for free if you were an avid reader of Wizard Magazine. Alright, last pile. I haven't been here with you guys for a while, so 20 minutes is about right on cue. I still think it's too long of a video, but we're working on it. Justice League Dark 29 Robot Chicken variant. Can't remember which one is the one that you want out of the Robot Chicken ones. Oh my god, these fake news. There's a lot of these politics comics in here. This one is kind of ridiculous. But yeah, those exist too. Swamp Thing there. Oh, this Kevin Keller Archie book, Days of Future Past, final issue 15. Kevin Keller, right? Yeah, that's his name. Really cool. Oh, this graphic novel here, Made Up Zombie Clown Circus. I'm a really big fan of horror and zombies in general, so anything zombie related, it was in this collection. Lisa, or Long Lost issue number 1, the New York Comic Con exclusive. I don't even know if that's a good scout book or not. Issue 1 of Nova in 2007. Same time frame, 2008, I believe, for Power Girl, issue number 1. Says it right on there. July of 09, excuse me. That is the A cover there. Oh yeah, we can't show. Those are the parody XXX poly, or they're not in their poly bags anymore, but the Sex Criminals variant covers there. Spider-Man number 1, of course, one of the all-time most bought comic books of all time is what I was trying to say. Millions of copies sold. That is a newsstand still in the poly. First cover appearance of Tombstone there. Spectacular 139. Then we have a Spider-Women Omega JTC action figure variant. We have a Star Wars issue number 8, 1 in 25. Love to add those variants. Two more books. This says hard to find on here, but the Beast Evolution of an Icon. When I looked this up, it said it was part of an action figure line, so it's probably the only way that you can get this particular book. So just kind of cool to have, just an oddball comic. And the last one we're going to finish up on is like one of my favorite movies as a kid, the comic book adaptation of Big by Dark Horse Comics, 1988. Man, 35 years ago? Wow. All right, that's gonna do it, man. That's one whole short box of this collection that we are adding to the BC. And then just more of the things from Another World stuff. There is still boxes upon boxes and more cool variant covers to show you. More from the collections I've been buying. There's a ton of books to show you guys. So content abound. Be sure to come back. Continue checking the vault, of course, deepincollectibles.com if you're looking to buy some books. And we're looking to be at the next Clandestine show set up. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're going to that, if you're in the DMV, come to our booth. Say hi to us in person. You know, Deep In Collectibles, we're happy to be part of the circuit, and hopefully we can continue being in more of the trade show. So thank you so much for tuning in the video, guys. Until next time, bag and boredom. We out.